Hello, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. Welcome back, beautiful, beautiful souls. I am Sarah James. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Abundant Possibilities. This is my dog Emerson, and we're here on New Year's. We're gonna be reading day 24, which is almost the last of this book for the new year. We kind of planned it out, not really, but we kind of have it where it's the end of the year, the end of the book, and ready for a new change, new beginning, new time. Hopefully 2021 brings a lot of joy, a lot of laughter, a lot of connectiveness, like just all the beautiful things. I hope that it brings an abundance of love for everybody. But I'm gonna be sharing day 24. Today's my dad's birthday. For those of you who have joined the channel before, my father passed away on the 18th of December. So we just had a nice celebration with the family via Zoom and just celebrated his life and all that he is and all that he gave to people, and just celebrating his infinite soul that he is. So that was great. I'm glad he's given me so many signs to look forward to and just kind of guide me along my way, and some that have brought me tears and some that have brought me smiles, but I really appreciate all the signs that I'm receiving from him. And I wanted to read day 24, the book of Knowing and Worth, on one of the last chapters because it's the end of the year, and these guys have definitely helped me get through this year. This has been just a year of blessings and a year of challenges, and just being able to keep my vibration as high as possible and knowing who I am and what I am and how I serve has definitely helped me along my journey. So I am here to share the word with you. So maybe they'll have some kind of resonance on your being, and you'll appreciate what the guides have to share. And we'll be moving on to the next one in the new year. So I'm going to read day 24, and we'll see what the guides have to share with us. We listen to each of you at night as you ask yourself, why was I born? What did I come here to learn? We watch you as you walk. We see you as you ponder your own questions, and we are coming today with an answer. The path that you seek has been laid before you, and we are walking it. There is not one man, we say, who is truly lost. There is not one woman, we say, who is truly lost. You all stand where you are in this moment in time to meet your destiny, to call it to you, to sing your song in the way that you allow yourself. There is suffering on this plane. There are experiences you do not wish to have. We do not solve all your problems, but we give you some answers, and we show you that you may, of your own accord, realign your vibration to your own higher knowing, to your own inherent worth, so that your response to what you see before you moves into high regard, and the manifestations on this plane transform in accord with that. The witnessing we have asked you to do of yourselves and of those you see before you is not a moot exercise. It is a practice. It is what we respond to in our own ideals, in our own ways of seeing. A practice is something that is done. An experiment is something that happens and is learned from, but a practice is ongoing. You will not expect to meet the divine before you without the intention to be aligned to it. It is much too easy to distract yourself from your work by attending to those things that you would like to put before you that regard you as the one in charge, my profession, my relationship. The identity that you are holding now, I know who I am, what I am, how I serve, includes all these things. But you must remember always what aspect of the self is operating in worth. And the divine self as you, which is the teaching of this text, is what is brought forward to be known in your encounters, in your obligations, in all that you are expected to do. Expected to do is the correct word. In this case, because what we tell you is that as you live your lives in the ways that you have known them, the expectations change, and the requirements of your growth as they are placed before you for you to attend to will support you in knowing what you need and how you need to do it. You are being given information today on the practice of the self as you are in this incarnation. We say practice is needed as you fine-tune your radio stations to always know that the broadcast that is emanating from you is something that you have attendance to. You are not overtaken. You are not disempowered. You have the choices to recreate the self in your identity any moment of any day. I know who I am is always true as it is claimed as you. The lifting that you have done thus far in accordance with this work has happened on several levels. Your vibratory field has been reacclimated, repositioned, if you like, in a higher way. And those creations that are no longer in accord with you will be met by you. Some will lift with you, some may disband. You don't need what you think you needed. If you are packing for a trip, you don't bring the swimming pool and all the contents of the attic and the 5 cars you've owned and the 2 ex-lovers and a cat. Those things are not required on this journey forward. What you do need is your integrity. What you do need is your love. And what you do need is the discipline of the practice of being in your worth. When you are encountered by anybody who would say you are not who you say you are, you cannot be a divine being, you cannot be worth what you say you want, the response that will bring you the best results is to acknowledge their state of consciousness, their right to hold it, and to thank them for giving you the opportunity to reclaim yourself in high worth, in high knowing, in this exchange. So I'm going to pause for a second because I just had that experience again with my mother-in-law. And I feel like it's happened multiple times now, my soon-to-be mother-in-law. And in our interactions, it always seems like my worth is questioned. It always seems like, you know, I don't know, there's something there that triggers her, and I'm not sure what it is. And in that, I also can get very triggered and I respond in a way where I feel like I need to defend, which I know that that's not the truth because I know who I am and I know what I am and I know how I serve. And the human side of me still wants to defend this. I am worth what I say I am. I am this thing that I claim to be. And I'm sorry you don't feel that way about yourself, but I know you to be this thing. So it's kind of this ongoing, it's been this ongoing thing. And I really hope, I really set the intention that for the new year, one, I don't get as triggered. And I just breathe through that. I feel like I've looked for different ways and I've set the intentions, and that's something that I'm definitely wanting to work on, is releasing the judgment of wherever she is on her journey and knowing that I have my purpose here on mine and I'm going to move forward in the light that I am, regardless of if I have permission from anybody or if anybody accepts this to be true or if anybody thinks that it's weird or whatever they may think. I just know that I have a purpose here, and I'm so looking forward to this new year to really work on these things that I'm wanting to work on and address, which is releasing the fear and releasing this, trigger response, and just kind of being in my loving and recognizing where she is on her journey and moving forward regardless, and because and in love with it, whatever her journey is for her. So every day you meet someone that you would disregard, each one of you would. And as you disregard them, they don't have the right to be here. I don't want to encounter this one. You incur that same response from others. Now, the alignment that you have been gifted with in the physical self is something that we must discuss. Many of you have already become aware of frequency. And as you read our text and you feel the vibration working with you, the vibration continues when the pages are closed for the simple reason that you have created a connection in the auric field to your own intention to manifest yourself at this level of incarnation. Consequently, the physical body that you stand in may have its experiences of worth, of intention, in any way the body requires. When you need something in your body, you know how to attend to it. But how you have disregarded the physical form that you stand in will also be aware by you as something you must now attend to. The acclimation of the physical self to the Christ consciousness means that you are aligning the self in body, in spirit, to this level of incarnation. You may express it in your field in ways that you may feel and know. Now, your identity, we say, which has been the crux of this teaching, I am in my knowing, is the biggest piece of transformation that you will be attending to, and you are the one in charge of this one. The walk before you is not a short walk. We did not give you the finish line a foot away from you. The passage, we say, the triumph of the passage, has been demonstrated by you already. So you must understand that as the identity continues to acclimate to new possibilities that we have attended to you with, you will be asking yourself questions of who and what you are. The questions you ask may be answered now, will be answered now by you as the one who may know. The process of engagement with the divine self as you is one of subjugation to a higher vibration. And we use subjugation in a positive way. What you are doing quite simply is preparing the way for the divine self to be fully expressed through you and to subjugate those aspects of the self that would be in denial of this so that they may be realigned is indeed a process. Now, Paul is getting alarmed. I thought we were acclimating to those things. Subjugation sounds like suppression. And in fact, that is not what we are meaning. When the higher comes through to be expressed, those aspects of you that would defy this, that would refuse it, will in fact be brought before you. But if you put a handful of sand before a rainstorm, you will see that the grains will fall away. And what seemed so thick and heavy in the palm of your hand may be released without effort when brought forward in the face of a higher power. Now, the creations you have made thus far will be attended to by you in several ways. You do not leave your marriage. You do not quit your job because you read our text. You reinvest in each relationship you have in accord with your own new worth. You self-identify as your divine self in these relationships and watch them prosper. If you find that you are no longer in alliance with what you have chosen in the past, you will support its release. And you will do so in a frequency that will support you in doing this in honor, in trust, and in alignment to your worth. Yeah. For me, I've decided to go back to California for a bit. I need to step back and remove myself from that energy for a bit and just be in my creative zone and be with my tools and be able to create freely. And I'm very excited about it, even though that means not, kind of leaving some things behind. I'm going to be, working things out with my fiance being here, and I'm going to be there. But I know that for my highest good right now, for my well-being and for my spiritual, physical, mental well-being, I need to be in a space where I have freedom to create, and that's what I'm going to do. Like, just being able to step away from that and not doing it out of anger, but doing it with love and just saying, I'm going to take that space and I give you that space to do whatever you're needing to do. But I give myself that space because I love myself and I honor myself and I honor the things that I need, and what I need is creative freedom right now. So I'm going to go back to California and examine what that means and do a home office remodel and do all this stuff. So I'm excited about it. But for me, I know that right now I just need to step away from that relationship with love, and it's still there. She's still going to be my mother-in-law. There's still going to be things along the journey that come up, and that's fine. And as long as I just stand in my knowing of myself, I feel like I'm going to be fine. I have no doubt that I'm going to be just okay. So thank you for that. You don't have to decide today that your life must change. In fact, by the adherence to this text, your life has changed, and the changes will be known to you through your own expression. You are the vehicle of change on this plane. You are the vehicle of knowing. You are the vehicle of your own true worth as it may be expressed in your life. The dismantling of structures, great and small, will be attended to in subsequent text. But the passage that you are in now, our readers, our students, those of you who seek the truth, who stumbled upon this text and find some resonance with our words, your jobs, we say, are to attend to you as you know yourself, as you may be known by your fellows. The triumph of this work, we say, is in your lives, is in your expression, is in all that you may see before you as you claim yourself, I know who I am. When we began our text, we said this was a teaching of incarnation, how you incarnate as yourself, as your higher self, as the Christ itself, if you wish, the aspect of the Creator that may be realized as you. And this teaching has commenced to invite you to attend to yourself as the one who may know that she is worthy of this passage. We ask you now to devote at least 10 minutes a day to the practice of being, not deciding, not changing, but simply being as this frequency. And we give you instructions for the practice we speak of. When you sit by yourself, ask yourself to align to your greatest potential. Invite your own frequency to move into accord with a pillar of love that may be brought forward in and through you to support your frequency in its transformation. As you sit on this pillar of light, this pillar of love, you claim these words. I accept myself as I am. I am an aspect of the Creator in full manifestation, and I align every aspect of my being to this truth. I know who I am, I know what I am, I know how I serve. If then you be. You do not think, you do not choose. You give yourself permission only to allow yourself to be in this vibration in accord with what you have claimed. When you rise from your seat, you will be witnessed by yourself through your interaction with those around you as what you have claimed. And you will express yourself in the accord that you have chosen. You are, each one of you, here and now, incarnating in the frequency that we chose to call the Christ, that we choose to call the Christ. That is the gift of this teaching for all who would attend to it, and the way has been shown. The violence that man holds against himself, will be witnessed by you still, but you may attend to it in a new way. Oh, how awful doesn't support anybody. But to see beyond the structure of fear that is being attended to by your fellows, and to witness the divine worth in all engaged in violence, in all engaged in the perpetration of fear. I'm going to read that word again. Perpetration? I'm not sure what that word is. I might put it down in the bottom and then one of you guys can say it. Sometimes when I'm reading out loud, I just can't picture the word in my head. Will support them in realigning to their own divine worth. You do not make somebody strong by striking them down. You make somebody strong by lifting them to their own merit. You live in a world that has been so caught up in its own self-deceit that as each one of you clears the window pane to witness the truth, you hold the new responsibility of lifting a vision for the rest of your fellow man. When you see somebody misbehaving, and yes, we will put quotes around misbehaving, do not judge them. Witness them in their merit. Somebody must misbehave, to create freedom within an existing structure. Somebody must choose to walk down a new path that has not been walked down before to understand a new terrain. But as one walks, one allows others to follow. You are being given a gift today, our reader, our student, our friend. You are being given a gift today of love. And the love that we offer you is in the pillar that you will encounter each day. It will come as you require it, and you will know its presence, and you may build a relationship with it. The pillar that we give you extends to our level of dimension, and we support you in our teachings, in your expressions, in your requirements for change as we are aligning to you. The possibilities, we say, for each of you now as emissaries of this consciousness will be made known to you through your own service. How you serve, we say, is how you are called forward to express yourself in the most perfect ways. The fear that you heal by expressing yourself in your own high regard will be your knowing of the acclamation to the choice you have made. When you are no longer operating in fear, you realize it. It is as if you are no longer wearing the winter coat that you had always thought you had to wear. It is as if you were always wearing the sunglasses and now you don't have them on. You will experience yourself as free. Now we ask you only one thing. Stay in your frequency. Stay in your claim of truth. Stay in your witnessing of your fellows. And stay in your alignment as the one who may choose. This has been our instruction. We do not come and rap you on the knuckles if you don't do your homework. But if you don't do the lesson, you don't graduate to the next possibility, the next instruction that we would bring to you. And we will tell you this, we have more to teach when the students are ready to learn. We will complete this chapter in a moment, and we will say the title is The Road Before You. And then we will continue with our epilogue, our postscript, our final words for those of you who seek to know something new. We are grateful for each of you, you know. We are grateful for your attendance to our words, and more than that, we are grateful for your own willingness to attend to yourselves as an aspect of the divine. We thank you each for your presence, and good night. Stop now, please. Then the next thing is the epilogue, which is the end. Guys, thank you. Anybody that followed this channel throughout the year, that listened to me read, that read along with me, that made a nice comment, that sent a nice email, thank you very much. I'm still on the precipice of great change. Who knows what the new world is going to bring? Who knows what the new year is going to bring? I know that I'm excited, and I know that I love you, and I know who you are, I know what you are, and I know how you serve. And I am so grateful to be on this journey with you. All of you. Thank you for making things bright and funny and lovely and exciting and challenging. Thank you for all of it. We are all on this human experience together, and man, we are in it. We are in it. But what a great time to be in it together. I just hope that for this new year, I see a lot more peace. I want more peace. I want more love. I'm thinking of all the things that I want, and it's a lot. It's more dancing, more singing, more reading, more laughter, more joy. I want more joy. So thank you guys. And also more subscribers would be nice. More nice comments would be nice. More structure to my YouTube channel would be nice. And I'm calling in all those things. So thank you. Whoever you are out there, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great, great new year. I may come back later on and just read this last part, or you know what? Maybe I'll just read the epilogue now. I think so. My fiance might come in the door any moment, but I'll give it a try and we'll see what the epilogue is. And we'll start the new year with a new book, the Book of Loving and Creation, which I'm so excited about. If you do not have that book, go out and get it. It's on Amazon. Read the reviews. You will see that it's touched a lot more people's lives than just mine. So I encourage you to grab that book or get the audiobook, and you can hear Paul Selig read it himself. And these are all channeled by Paul Selig, and it's from the Ascended Masters, the Melchizedek. So I'm going to read this epilogue and see what they have to say. Day 25. We teach as we can. We recognize Paul as he sits here awaiting a transmission. What will come? What will we say to the reader as we say goodbye? Will there be instructions for the future? Is there another text? What is to happen next? You are what happened next. You, Paul, you, the reader, you who engages with our words, you are what happens next. You have been directed to an expression of yourselves in higher consciousness that may be manifested as and by you as you stand in your form. In this body you know, in these encounters you have, in the recognition of your worth and the worth of others, you begin to see yourselves as you are intended to be. You are the Christ, you know. You are all the Christ. An aspect of you was seated by your Creator to come into awareness of this. And our direction, our command, our gift to you is that you awaken to your divine potential and recognize it in all the ones you see before you. The sacrifices that you make as you go on this journey are the sacrifices of fear, the indulgence of fear to direct you in your actions. The sacrifices that you make as you go on this journey is the fear of being realized, the fear of being the self in the worth that you can hold. The sacrifices that you make as you go on this journey are the limitations of history that you would call to you to give you a structure, a sense of self. Born in what was, what is, we say, what has come forward is you, is each of you, each one of you in recognition of your own divine self. We ask you only one thing. Do not deny the God in anybody else. The command that we give you here is a very important one. The moment one of you elevates yourself as a scholar, as a teacher, as a seer above the other, you create imbalance. Somebody may climb to the top of the tree to witness the view there, to describe it to the ones below, but never at the cost of inviting them to join him. One may stand on a mountain and decree something. I tell you all this. But if the words are not born in love, they are meant to fall on deaf ears. The one that would whisper love, the one that would challenge fear, the one that would see you all in your divinity and tell you, yes, you are. You are this thing you say you are, is the one to call forward and hear. Now we will ask you, have you questions? Have you questions still? Because your questions, we say, as you give them to us in the ethers, are considered by us, and we reflect upon the needs of each of our students as we continue our writings. And we will say this to Paul, you are not done yet. No, he wrote channeled like 6 other books after this one, I think. So yeah, he was not done yet. You are not done yet. There is more work to do, and we are grateful for your presence as the one who can serve in this capacity for your fellows. I am so grateful. If you haven't seen Paul, he has a I'm gonna say a masterclass. It's not really a masterclass, but it's a new thing coming up on January 10th. I would highly recommend. It's a 2-hour free or pay as you can, but I would highly recommend. You can feel the energy comes through as he's channeling the guides, and you can ask the guides questions. So I'm gonna put that out there. Go to Paul Selig's website and take a look at that. It's on it's on January 10th, and I will probably plan to be there if I can, because I attended one, and man, you can feel that energy coming through, and there's thousands of people that are sharing that energy. So I highly recommend you check that out. We are the teachers, yes, but what we do with you, with Paul we say, is release him from a history of fear so that he may become a clear transmitter, and the transmission we seek to offer you may be untainted. So the worth we see in all of our readers is being witnessed by us as we see through Paul, as we hear through Paul, and as we hear your words directed outward into the fabric of all that is. When we reach our next book, there will be new directives, new ways of teaching born in the requirements of the students who have attended to this text. And we will seek you out, and we will ask you this. Yes, how can we be of help? What may we need to know to continue our teaching? The blooming in each of you, the awakening in each of you, is what is being attended to now. And when a flower is blooming, the fragrance is lovely. And the fragrance that you hold, we say, is the emission, the divine emission of the frequency of the Christ as you. No one is born in sin. No one is born into a body and into a sense of awakening. Each day you awaken to a new world if you will let the world be new. I love that. I'm going to read that again. Each day you awaken to a new world if you will let the world be new. Galore, galore, I have everything I need and more. This is a new earth, a new world, a new time, a new year. It's new possibilities, seeing things anew. Everybody has that ability. Everybody can see something from a different perspective and see it from a new vantage point. So yay for the new year. Yay for the new year. Okay, where was I? Each day you awaken to a new world if you will let the world be new. Each day you will see your fellows anew if you will let your fellows be seen. Each day you will sing your song if you align to the song you have been instructed in. You are the chooser here. You have always been the chooser. We are giving you the keys to the car in some ways that you have always been driving and pointing you on the road to the highest mountain so that you may know yourself from that rain, from that ability to see, from that clarity of sight that is permissible to you from the heights you may seek to rise to. Now, no one here who attends to our words is within our need to support you. There is no one who attends to these teachings who does not get seen and aligned to as you work with the vibration I am word. My fiance's coming through the door right now. Do not be deceived by the ability to feel energy. It does not make you special. It aligns you to your next shift. Hi, babe. I'm reading. Say hi, baby. I'm just reading this epilogue for anybody out there. So I'm going to begin, and I'm almost done, and I'll be right with you. Do not get caught up, please, in the intensity of the vibration. Do not be deceived by the ability to feel energy. It does not make you special. It aligns you to your next shift. When you are being worked with at this level, and we say you are being worked with, you will come to know yourselves in different ways. But always remember, please, that the ones beside you are your brothers. They are your fellows, and you walk as one. We do not elevate one man above another. We do not elevate one teaching above another. We simply sing. And if the song we sing is of pleasure to you, please join us now in saying these words. On this day, I claim to know myself in my worth. On this day, I claim to know myself in my beauty. On this day, I claim to align myself to worth, to sing my song for the benefits of all. I am here, I am here, I am here. When you claim this, you call your vibration into frequency in this manifestation. The words we have gifted you with through this text, I know who I am, I know what I am, I know how I serve, will center you, will clear you, will ground you in present time so that you may claim in accordance with your worth. You have been gifted with tools, but beyond that, you have yourselves, and you have your precious selves. The divine self that is you, seeking expression as you, is here, is here, is here. Now we will ask you only this as we say goodnight for this text. Will you come with us on the next journey? I hope so. It's the book of love and creation. I hope so. I hope so. Say yes. We are already calling Paul forward to a new highway, a new witnessing of what is before him. And we do this so that he may transmit the words to you and you may come along. We will take a pause between books, but only to acclimate the vibration of the readership that is attending to this text so that she may be prepared for what is to come. And mastery, we say, will be the text we write next. I am in my mastery. We are honored to know you. You know, all of you who come at this time to awaken to your worth, to see one another in their beauty, and to dance as you live to the song that is now being sung in the name of a new light that has come to glow and be as you. We see you in your beauty. We see you in your courage. We see you in all you have known and all you will discover as new. We see you in what you have claimed. We see you in what you have let go of. We see you in your witnessing. We see you in your choice. We see you in your dismantling of structures and in climbing new heights. We see you on the mountaintop waving to your fellows. We see you singing loudly so that others may be called to you. We see you in a whisper so that others may hear your softness. We know that you love. We know that you express. We know that you are who you say you are. And that has been our teaching. We leave you with love. And we leave you with these words. I am Word. Thank you and good night. Stop now, please. Period. And that, my friends, is the end of the book of Knowing and Worth. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Thank you for everybody out there that's left a comment, that's left a note, that's just sent some love. Thank you very much. I hope you will join me for the next one. I was going to do the book of love and creation. I still may, but now I might go to the book of mastery. Who knows? There's so many to choose from. So we'll see which one I'm being called to go with. But thank you for sharing this journey with me. Thank you, Paul Selig, for being a channeler for this work. Thank you, guides, and thank you, Saint Corona. Thank you for this whole new year and new possibility. There's abundant possibilities, and I'm so excited. I wish you all love for the coming year. Love you. I know who you are. I know what you are. I know how you serve. You are free. You are free. You are free. Good night.